grudge match for Zambia, and this is the semi-finals of the Women's Championship. Another semi-final this afternoon is set to see South Africa and Mozambique kick off at 3 p.m. Well, all of the action is taking place at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, KwaZakhele, out in Gqeberha. And it is these ladies who have all the pressure. It's all on them because they are the defending champions. But do they have what it takes to go all the way and return back to Malawi with silverware within their hands? Some changes have taken place within the squad, and they're what we're going to see today, specifically on their left-hand side. And that is where they're looking to cause a lot of commotion for the Zambians. When they arrived for their pitch inspection, they were all smiles, happy and singing. So that is a good indication that the defending champions are confident with how they've prepared. Well, they set to go up against an opposition in Zambia, the Copper Queens, a team that has so much history, a team that has so much pedigree. This is a side that has also plied their tray out at the Olympics. So as a nation, they are fully confident within their abilities. Coach Florence arrived at this competition with 90% new players, and from the previous game, she had an opportunity to see each and every player have some minutes on the field of play, which is what has influenced who she starts against Malawi today. It's going to be very interesting to see as to how these two sides go head to head, but only 90 minutes is what's going to separate them, and what will be said at the end of 90 minutes is all that matters. And just like you, I'm just as excited for all the football that we set to witness today. 14 teams started the competition. We now remain with 4, but only 2 will make it to the final. Let's find out from the coaches from Malawi and Zambia as to how they've prepared accordingly. Coach, welcome to the semi-final, a much anticipated encounter. People say this is the final before the final. Is this a grudge match for Zambia, considering what Malawi did last year?
Well, thank you very much. Not really a grudge. It's a match as it comes, but it's something that we've prepared ourselves for, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Let's talk about the confidence of your ladies, considering that it's been a 100% record up until this point.
Well, very important. The confidence is what we kept on pushing for the girls, having been here for the first time. But I think now we're no longer talking about the first time. They've gotten a hang of it. They're into the tournament mood. And so they're ready. They're eager. You can see the desire. You can see the passion. You can see the drive from the girls.
You possibly had a very hard decision putting together your starting 11. Let's talk about the changes that you've made. I see Zulu's back into the mix of things.
Well, not really a challenge. But like I said previously, it's like every one of the players that we have, we know that we're confident that they'll be able to do it, and then at least everyone had a chance. And then from all the players playing in all the games, now you would know which one would be the first lineup for your semi-final and going forward.
I want to talk about your defense, because I think that will be very important today, considering that you both have attacking prowess. How well prepared is your defenders? Do you think the other games prepared you well for this?
Yes, the other games did prepare us well, because we tried all our defenders, and we know that we know how to close the match. We know how they're supposed to compose themselves and be there to just do their duty. Yeah.
And in which part of the game are you looking to have Zambia dominate?
Well, watch the game. You'll see what we're going to do on the pitch.
Coach, let's go to your goalkeeping department. Obviously, we saw an injury in the previous game. We do see the return of a goalkeeper that we've seen before.
Well, the injured player is okay. She's fine now, and all the goalkeepers are okay. But we're going to use Ngambo today. Yeah.
Well, Coach, I'll be watching closely. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Coach, welcome to the semi-finals. This is a match where you go up against Zambia, a repetition of last year's final. Is this for you stamping your authority over your fellow sisters?
This is another game, and I think it is finals before real finals. So it is a 50-50 game that whoever is lucky about this game, I think he can become a winner. But we are also ready to go through up to finals.
How much pressure is there on Malawi going into this encounter, considering the fact that you're defending champions?
Yeah, the pressure is there because we are defending champions, so the pressure is on us. But as I said, we can't just come here and accept the pressure, but we're supposed to put much effort so that we should at least go through to the finals.
You had said after your other game that finishing is still a thing you want to emphasize on and fix, even though you had scored 9 in your previous game. Let me know as to how you've prepared your team for today's encounter.
Yeah, from our last training yesterday, I think what we put much effort on finishing as well, because it's a game of scoring. So we put much effort on finishing, and as well in the defense, we try to polish up about our defense. You know, our friends, they have fast, players, good players. So we also managed to do some, pieces on how are we going to defend in today's game.
Hello and welcome to the semi-finals, the first of the semi-finals of the COSAFA Women's Championship at the Isaac Wilson Stadium. It is Malawi that are up against Zambia, and that is the winner of Group B and Group C. This is a repeat of last year's a final in which Zambia lost by 2-1. Revenge on the minds of many. And for Malawi, they will want to make sure that today is another day when they will inflict more pain on the Zambians. It was no fluke in the previous outing. Malawi, who topped Group B with 7 points, and Zambia topping Group C with 6 points. So close have the battles been between the two that today promises no less than a mouth-watering clash. I have Dane Clayt alongside me for this semi-final match, but one is hoping that we will see the goals we want to see, as the ball girls have come and have taken their place on the field, as well as the officials are waiting to make an entry onto the park. It's a beautiful day for football, nice and warm at 21 degrees, hoping that it will rise a little bit later as the day grows, as well as players, that is, it will feel like 24 degrees. Malawi are the defending champions. And as defending champions, they will need to be respected as such. But once they get onto the field, Zambia says, it is 11 v 11. Group C, Comoros, Angola have left the tournament. Group B, Botswana, Madagascar and Mauritius have also bid us farewell. 71 goals have been scored. This is the 19th match of the tournament, the business end of what has started in a great frantic pace. There is no second chance when it comes to the stage. It is all or nothing as we get the teams lining up, the dignitaries who have come and made sure this tournament is a success. The ball girls and ball boys who have come and contributed, and the benchers who have come in and made a difference. Let us listen up to the national teams of both countries.
And now, the national anthem of Zambia. Amen.
Beautifully sung. Players are ready to rumble. Anxious moments. Desperation for some. But this moment has come to a fitting time for both of these teams. Here's the lineup for Malawi. Messi Sikielo, who's been ever present in goal. Pilirani Malora. It's Asimenya Simwaka. So much of expectations from Simwaka. Tendai Sani, Sabrina Tom, experience brought to the fold. Maureen Kenneth, Letitia Chenyamula, Rose Alifandika, and Bernadette Mkandawiri. They line up with a 4-5-1 formation, packing the midfield. Chinzimu given a different responsibility in this particular match. She will be pulling the strings. She will be protecting the back four. She will be integral in going forward, not forgetting that she can find the back of the net. This is the Malawian team given the responsibility to draw first blood and make sure that their team defends their championship and go into the final. Zambia, on the other hand, they have a different mission. They want to reclaim the glory. Looking at the officials, as Vistoria Shangula of Namibia, it is Tsohang of Botswana and Amukoto Olivia of Namibia. Grace Gimo of Zimbabwe is the fourth official. We also do have VAR, but those are your officials. It's Abongile Tom of South Africa and Sekai Simango, who is going to be that fourth eye. And we do hope that the VAR will be of great help. The two players who are out there, the captains of either side, making sure that they get those check-ins are done and winning the toss and making sure that they choose the spot or the side in which they want to take place. And we look at Zambia on the other hand. It is Petronella Musola who's been in goal and Melody Kapimbi. It's Pauline Zulu Belemu, the captain, Chanda Mukoma Katongo Muchinga, Jacqueline Chomba, and Namasiku. The bench is one. Bupe Banda can come in, and in Amonje, another one. But 4-3-3 is what the coach has put forward. All out attack. Katongo Muchinga, Chanda on top of that triangle. Keep an eye for all those triangles that will develop as the match progresses. Lavmo Fazili, the coach of Malawi, CAF A license, a former striker in his playing days, and also a coach, a former coach of Silver Strikers. There is Florence Nyakata, who's been ever present in the development of women's football in Zambia. Players quickly going to the few fans that have come to the venue to witness this encounter. One that should be without a disappointment. Zambia in all green today, attacking the goal from the right to the left of your screen. Malawi in all red. They say red is for danger, and that's what it's all about. Green is ready to rumble, and we get underway as Zambia will launch an early attempt to get into the opposition half, which they have done. And those are the names behind the voices. Clint, we're looking at two teams, two different formations. 4-3-3 by Zambia speaks an all-out attack, the intention of making sure they come out with their front foot. Malawi, on the other hand, very conscious of the threat that has been posed by Zambia. They have come up with a very cautious approach.
Very good afternoon, Gloria. Back end of the COSAFA Women's Senior Championship, and of course the semi-final match lined up. We poised for a very good game today. I think probably Zambia and Malawi, two of the much stronger teams, deservedly topping their group, and of course looking forward to a contrasting battle in the midfield again.
Talking of the battle in the midfield, Chanda, Muchinga, Katongo, two players that, or the three players that certainly set Zambia in the attacking mode. Katonga, though, very much defense-minded. Playing with the double pivot. Zambia in that defense will protect all these in terms. Sabrina Tom will be closely marked, as has been the case in this tournament, but has still managed to find 3 goals that have given her the opportunity to put a hand up for the golden boot in this tournament.
Yeah, listen to the Malawian coach saying in training they worked on how they're going to deal with the threat that Zambia causes in attack, and it will be interesting to see right there the cover defense from the centre back once again with Frida, the danger lady for Zambia.
Settle very nicely in that back foot ball in the air, defended, header up in the middle of the park, falling kindly for Muchinga. Is Malawi will rely on the pace of Asimenya Simwaka. Simwaka, the ball is still in play, kept in play. Pauline Zulu is that moment and just taking up an eye off the ball momentarily. Sabrina Tom, one of the few players that have been brought back by the coach after quite an absence. 7 years she has been with the Scorchers. When we talk of the Scorchers, this is the hope of Malawi. They've faced a disappointment in the senior national team. Beach soccer has come and gone. No joy, but the ladies carry the light, carry the hope, and are amongst the favorites to bring a smile on Malawian football-loving people. Tom. Ball distributed into the midfield. It's Sani Tendai. New kid on the block is Sani. Just joining the team. This is the first international exposure. Sani. Good control on the chest. Looking for Simwaka to chase. And a free kick is given to Zambia. Pauline Zulu staying down. She's about 1.7 meters tall as Pauline Zulu. Played in the previous match, just 90 minutes under her belt. Cover defense there, as Kapimpi had done the job to stop Samwaka. Still grimacing is Pauline Zulu.
Just again early on, Simwaka again a little bit too narrow for my liking. I think again when Malawi has possession, she needs to try and hit the line as much as she can, and it will be easier for that through pass to come. At the moment she's a bit inside, and it makes it difficult for teammates to allocate her, obviously counting on the speed.
It is a weapon for Samwaka. When you look at the side as they take their positions, gone to the basics, each player has got a job to do. Each player is closing down the dangerous person they know and whose homework they have done. Throw in. Kapimpi runs out of room, and a throw in it is for Malawi. The throw in is for Zambia rather, and that ball just ricocheting off Regina Chanda. Possession turned over to Malawi. They'll get an opportunity to take the throw in, and it is Kenneth to take it. Just ricocheting off Chinzimu. They have faith in Chinzimu. They have hope in Chinzimu. This could be one of her best days. This could be one of the matches where she can come to light. Simwaka does well to come deep and collect the ball, and looking for the one outlet, which is Sabrina Tom. Simwaka's on the right-hand side if she picks her head up, but there's more than one person around Tom. She has the opportunity to play Sani. Sani looking to return the pass, and that is nicely intercepted. Ball in the air. Chinzimu losing out. Muchinga. Banji, who is the Red Arrows player. He's played about 134 minutes as Lubanji. Got the 3 goals that is needed. Discipline is key. Yes, faith. Zambia come away with it, stealing it in the midfield. Lovely through ball. Here's Dumbanji. Ball in the box. Keeper comes out. Looked a little bit indecisive. Is Sikelo.
Yeah, good transition from Zambia, using the speed and looking into to exploit the wide areas of Malawi. And in that occasion, the ball just eluding and ending up in the hands of the goalkeeper safely for Malawi.
Yes, Faith in a very advanced position for Malawi. This is a player that needs no introduction. She goes down. Free kick for Malawi. Faith Chinzimu. I call her Sapitwa. Sapitwa. Chinzimu. She only knows how to go up. Second top goal scorer in the central region with the 7 goals is Faith Chinzimu, playing for Ascent Academy. The team that is on the ascendancy, that is Ascent Academy. Out in Malawi, hoping that an early goal will settle. Petronella Musole of Green Buffaloes is organizing herself and her defense. It's a 3-man wall. Mukoma, Chanda, Lubanji. Task number 1 is to get that ball over the wall. Subsequently, the delivery needs to be precise. The delivery needs to get into the profitable areas. Asuminya, keeper goes out, smothers it, makes it look so simple. Will take her time and navigate away from the busy back end of that defense, and the free kick that's given. In actual fact, they're looking at it and saying it's it is a bit of a infringement. Using a strength is Longwe. They call her Lulu. They've got some nicknames. Namasuku. She's got a goal as Lulu. Playing off football for ZISD. Throw in. Kandawire. Bernadette. Kandawire playing with the tuck in. Absolutely neat. Something that you don't see very often anymore. Usually the point is down there by the knees, struggling to take some good strides. But Kandawire says, I'm old-fashioned, but I want to make sure that I look nice. Too nice. 9 minutes on the clock, 0-0 the scoreline. Semi-final number 1. Delivery is good. Intercepted by Zambia. In the air. Ochumba. Faith. He slithers on that park like a panther. There's Faith Chinzimu. Zambia. That defense, they in no hurry to go up front. They'll get a couple of passes, get the confidence in building up. But here's the dangerous play as well. Freedom on the right-hand side. Zambia with an opportunity. There's been concerns of the defense of Malawi, Dane.
Yeah, of course, we expected Zambia to come in every time they have the ball and use their speed. But up until now, the cover defense has really worked well. You know, of course, averting the danger on that occasion. But we're looking forward to much more of that and seeing how well Malawi will cope with the Zambian attack.
Corner. Lulu takes the corner. Zambia on the edge of the box. Taken away. All the way up front. Not that many players to aim for. Perhaps the idea is to knock it about and get connected, get the comfort. Yes, Sabrina Tom. Sabrina Tom does well to stay on her feet. She needs the numbers in the box. It's only Asemanya. And that ball didn't get enough of the venom she needed. She didn't get enough of the pace she wanted. Keeper collected that comfortably, released it very quickly. Malawi on the ball. It's a knock to the left and a knock to the right. Yes, Kenneth Maureen. Sabrina Tom runs out of room and gives away possession. Melody Kapimbi. Throw in. Intercepted quite nicely. Kenneth.
Interesting to see how Simaka and Tom are exchanging positions. The minute Tom goes into the wide area, Simaka makes her way into the center. On that occasion, the header to Time to cause any trouble for the Zambian goalkeeper.
Still trying to get a feel of one another. He's very little or no room for error. Throwing by Kapimpe. Lubanji. Ball in the air. Bounce. Falls for Mukoma. Trying a bicycle kick. And instead, Mukoma holding ahead. Tried something audacious. Kandawiri was there to just take the ball away from her. And also falling rather hard on the ground. That would have been a beautiful one. Eyes firmly focused on the ball. And Kandawiri there also, at least they got the ball and not knocking off each other's heads in that particular moment. Players down.
Yeah, of course, a foul for dangerous play on that occasion, but I think the Zambians will be concerned about the landing of Frida and hoping that it's not too bad. You know, we should be very careful of concussions, and obviously that again on that occasion falling on her back from pretty high altitude at that particular time, and hopefully she's okay.
Player still receiving treatment. Players down. You're looking at the groups that finished. Group A, South Africa, Mozambique. Group B, Malawi, Zambia. From the receiving end of a yellow card. I think it's also pretty tough. Her eyes were firmly focused on the ball. Had no idea that Benedetta would put her head in. And she should have been given the advantage in that particular moment, because very often the advantage goes to the attacking player. Here's Malawi in an advanced position, but takes the eye off the ball momentarily, and it is Lumbanji giving chase. Keeper quickly off the line. Quickly off the line, and it is in the middle of the park where Zambia are just slightly ahead of Malawi in picking up that second ball, getting into those pockets of spaces, looking for the puff and pass. Here's Malawi yet again. His rhythm is one that cannot be found. Maureen puts her hand up in search of protection from the referee and looking for that offside. She gets the offside decision. 14 minutes, frantic stuff.
Yeah, you can clearly see what Zambia is trying to do. They're trying to play the ball, the vertical pass, and trying to get their runners use their speed on goal. Every time they get the ball, they're trying to go in behind the Malawian defense. But up to now, they've been equal to the task.
Stop-start in these early 14 minutes. Letitia Chinyamula. Foot up. Referee blows coming in from the side, rather. So Zambia given the opportunity to once again take it all the way back to the captain Belemu. 15 minutes. The chase is on. Mokoma gives chase, wins that ball, needs the numbers in the box. Slightly overcooked, but Namasuku is dispossessed by Faith Chinzimu. Katonga, there's Katonga. Deliveries poor, can't find a way through. Zambia pick it up. Mokoma, ball in the box, and easy for Mercy. Part of the 2023 COSAFA team is Mercy Sekelo. Top player, and top was number one, bringing her experience to the fold. disappointment as that ball goes all the way out. Throw in by Kapimpi. Zulu. Chomba brings in a goalkeeper. Petronella sends a long one. Still bobbling in the air. Makoma tidies up. Here's Lubanju who gives chase. Kenneth Mori. Katonga. Asimweke. Asimwaka. Asimenya Asimwaka. It's Lovemore Fazili. Realizes that there's a lot at stake. He's off his bench, is Lovemore Fazili, and rightfully so. Tense moments. Zambia. Margaret Belemu. Mkandawiri. Picked up by Faith. She's all over the park. Work rate excellent. Mukoma. And a player down. Causing all the problems. Frida Mukoma. 3 goals in this tournament later. Certainly showing a good pair of heels, showing a pace, and is quite troubling for the defense of Malawi.
Yeah, the minute Frida goes, Pauline Zulu obviously at left centre back, always looking to cover her left back. She comes across there with a bit of a rough challenge. I would have thought maybe that could have been a yellow card.
I agree, it looked very dangerous. Frida, Zesco girls, she's got a yellow card. She's been given the responsibility and wants the freedom to turn Malawi inside out. To all those who are glued onto the televisions, watching this match, to all those who are streaming this match, you are not disappointed. Patricia Nyirenda. When your centre backs have a yellow card, throws a bit of caution to the assignment on hand. Free kick to Zambia. Directly and off the woodwork. That was a miss for Zambia. Showing the bullets that they have. No, they're not from Nyasa Big Bullets. This is a Zambian outfit that is wanting to make an impression. That was a great header. Not picked up. Regina Chanda, the player who has got 2 goals already, was unlucky in that moment.
Yeah, good delivery from the free kick and good attacking header. Just unfortunate, it comes off the crossbar and could have been Zambia in the lead, but I think Zambia has taken the initiative and have a slight edge over Malawi at this point in time after 20 minutes.
You have a balance in attack. Malawi attacking on the right-hand side and being problematic. Zambia on the left-hand side also being problematic. You're looking at a Faith Mukomba and Asimenya Simwaka.
Yeah, we of course know the danger players for both teams, and of course on the sides both teams are very, very strong, very, very pacey. So the left backs and the full backs, the right backs and the left backs is going to have their work cut out today.
A yellow card for Maureen. Another player in the defense of Malawi with the yellow card. Worrying moments. We highlighted the concerns in that defense, the pace being a problem, and Zambia exploited exactly that and forcing that Malawi will find themselves in 6s and 7s.
Yeah, of course, Uchumba Lubanji has been making a way more to the right, to the left-hand side, to the right-hand side of Malawi, and I think for Maureen Kenneth, she has to be very, very careful of that speed there and just try and defend from goal side and not get caught on the wrong side of the defense, seeing that she's picked up a yellow card.
Well, Dane, listen to this. 2023, they lifted the cup. All the players of Malawi were given land. They were given land in reward for their heroics. That was in a place called 18 area in Lilongwe.
That's very, very nice. I think land is something that's very, very sustainable and very, very needed. So I think rewards in that form, of course, for me, it's more than monetary.
What will they get this time? What will they get this time? There's so much of motivation. Good opportunity for Tendai to take the ball forward, but it is Zambia spotting the keeper in no man's land. Surged forward. Zambia trying to defend from the front, pushing Malawi on the back foot. There's a buzz about Zambia. Lose the ball, pick it up very quickly. Everin Katongo, Esther Muchinga at midfield is in a mean mood. Margaret Belemu forced backwards. Belemu picks the ball up for Zambia. Rides a challenge. Belemu picks the ball up and Mukoma's available. She'll give chase and that ball goes over for a goal kick.
Yeah, I think it becomes a little bit two in a straight line on the right-hand side over there for Frida and the right back. Obviously not connecting very, very well at this point in time, but you can see the intentions are very, very clear to get on that side and get Frida's on the ball as much as Zambia can.
You'll want a little bit of balance though, where Lubanji is a little quieter than expected for Zambia. And Bilirani for Malawi also needs to give them the balance, coming in with the 5 midfield and still being able to put them on the back foot. Malawi, Faith, passing accuracy, a bit of a concern right now. Simwaka playing the 1-2, running back into space. Delivers the ball but finds a green jersey, not what she likes. Namasuku, Zambia playing it back to Pauline Zulu. Zulu sends it to the middle of the park, pickpocketed. Yes, Faith Chinzimu. Chinzimu plays it with Sani Tendai. Tendai finds Sabrina Tom. Tom takes it out to Simwaka Asimenye. Asimenye delivers the ball in the box, and that is a little too much. But Chinyamula picks it up and gets a strike. Corner, Malawi.
Very enterprising play from Malawi. They trying to connect with the attackers. Tom to Simwaka again, and Simwaka with a good cross inside there. Get good numbers in the box as well, Malawi. So again, I think I've been very, very impressed with Tendai Sani putting herself about in the midfield. She looks the part. She looks up for today.
Tendai Sani's got to put her foot forward. She needs to find Faith Chinzumu a lot more, who's looked absolutely enterprising. Here's Sabrina Tom. She says, attention, attention. Corner, Sabrina Tom. In the box, keeper collects that. Plucks it in the air. Releases it very, very quickly. Just one player to aim for. Losing a footing at a vital moment is Regina. Here's Malawi. Chases on. Simwaka, the 100-meter, 200-meter athlete. Lost a touch off Kapimbi.
Yeah, every time the Zambian keeper gets the ball in her hand from across from the Malawians, she looks to release the ball as soon as possible into the half of Malawi, hoping that the Zambian team can go on the front foot and use the speed to catch the Malawian defense off guard.
Throw in, Maureen Kenneth. Referee wants to turn over ball for a foul by Maureen. She's got a goal to her name is Maureen, and one of those players who, if given the room and the space to go forward, she's got quite an engine. A mistake made at the back as Namasuku for Zambia in the middle of the park. That ball getting a bounce, and Ali Fanduka tidying up. The rows amongst them all in that defense. Sabrina Tom twisting and turning. When you find your striker, your number 9 dropping deep, it pauses all the concerns and asking the questions of the midfield delivery. But great work ethic. Sabrina Tom, the player that broke the hearts of the Zambians in the 2-1 victory that Malawi had, of scoring that winning goal against Zambia in the final of 2023. Fortunate in that moment that the header keeper was very alert and quick to pick it up. Banji was lurking. Jacqueline Chomba. Chomba finds Namasuke. It's in the air. Maureen. He'll just shepherd that ball into touch. Is Maureen Kenneth. Caller Christopher Katonga. Caller Christopher Katonga, the workhorse of Malawi. Melody Kapimbi. Pauline Zulu. Melody. Everine Katonga. 50-50 down the line. So intense is this match. There's nothing giving between the two.
Yeah, that's exactly what the scoreline suggests at this point in time. It's all even end-to-end stuff, you know. Malawi giving it a go with Tom and Chimaka at the top, and of course Zambia as well, you know, looking to get in behind the Malawian defense all the time, you know, but as things stand at the moment, it's still even.
It's Faith trying to create space for herself and hustles Everine Katonga. Eventually getting the free kick. Zambia take it quick. Intercepted. Good work by Malora. Jacqueline Chomba. Keepers available. But the whistle goes up for an offside call. We do have VAR for all the close decisions. Referrals will be made.
Yeah, it's been a clean half so far, not intervening at all. Showing, I've been very, very impressed with the intensity, Gloria. You know, both teams is really looking to play with good speed and a good tempo to the game, the way they pass the ball and the way they're applying themselves.
It is the business end of the tournament. When so much is at stake, there is no second chance. One's got to pick a spot in the final. So high are the expectations of, as the nation's hopes lie upon them both. Foul.
Yeah, if we were a betting person at HollywoodBets, I don't think I would be able to say who's going to win this match. That's how even it's been so far.
Stats tell us the same story. It will be those fine margins we talk about. Goalkeeper Petronella just making sure that communication skills are well received. Malawi, direct goal, intercepted by Pauline Zulu. Zambia, first to the ball. Captain picks it up and tidies up. Faith Chinzimu for Malawi. Faith takes a shot! Oh, that was close. That is what you want to see. For Ascent Academy, she's in the attacking third. In the national team, a lot deeper. That ball oozing and not dipping quick enough. The crossbar coming to the rescue. Faith Chinzimu.
Yeah, it was a good strike and the ball just shaving off the top of the upright over there. Very, very close for Malawi taking the lead.
They love it. They want more. Coach wants more. Their teammates around her want more. Playing with excellence in that position. Coach realizing the utility and the flexibility of Faith Chinzimu. Here's Zambia. It is Lungowe Namasiku. Lingowe still having possession. She needs the support. Lingowe is all alone. Comes in the form of Melody Kapimbi. Still in the air. Here's Sani Tendai. Sani Tendai. Sasimwenye with the pace. Sasimwenye. Cross. Come strike. Come. Decision-making problems.
Yeah, again end-to-end stuff from edge of the box of Malawi. They go on the front foot and all of a sudden they're finding themselves almost inside the box of the Zambian defense. Pity about the cross at the end there, not troubling the Zambian defense at all.
She had two minds. She could have just brought that ball back, played it for an oncoming player, found herself in a very narrow angle, and she took the strike. That ball just ricocheting off the boot. 30 minutes on the clock, 0-0 the scoreline.
Just to come to Patricia and your end, watching her closely today. I think she's marshaled that defense very, very good. cover defense has been exceptional in the organization, and the communication that she's been bringing to the back there has shown good leadership skills, and that has kept Zambia at bay so far.
Zambia come out of jail finding the captain, Margaret Belemu, the Red Arrows player. Esther Muchinga. Belemu, Muchinga. Tied it up by Nyirenda. Muchinga. Zambia gaining in confidence. Both sides are now starting to impose themselves. Tendai Sani. Throw in by Kapimpi. Chinzimu. Lovely ball, delightful ball fighter Sabrina Tom. Tom looking for some skill to get out of a tricky situation. That to no man's land. Could have played it back maybe to the goalkeeper. Allowed Malawi time on the ball, which is something they need to find. The ball is moving a little too fast.
Yeah, Sabina Tom, interestingly enough, every time she gets the ball, she is looking to find Esamina Simwaka every time, and I think she expected Simwaka Simina to be there with the ball over the top, and but of course she wasn't around on that occasion, and it's just to show you that how much when she gets the ball.
Intercepted by Kenneth. Zambia on the edge of the box and bobbling away, tied it up. This time it's Patricia Nyirenda who gets it away. Here's Tendai Sani for Malawi, losing out to Margaret Belemu. Zambia on the ball. Here's Frida Mukoma. Now the strike! And didn't get it where she wanted to be. She didn't get it where she wanted it. But interesting enough for her to take on the players and getting it in the box. That will be very encouraging. Namasiku. Goal attempts. Malawi dominating in that particular statistic. Mugoma switching flanks this time. She's come to the left-hand side looking and hoping if she can benefit from the header. Jackknife down in the ground. It's Lubanji. That is Otimba Lubanji.
Yeah, interesting to see the Zambian front three always exchanging positions as to not to become too monotonous, I think, and that's probably a good ploy for them, you know, getting Fred down the middle now and Lubanji on the right-hand side. We'll see that interchanging throughout the match.
Mori. Malawi need to try and find the possession, try and get the possession, stamp the authority. Sabrina Tom playing very much like a lone ranger. Intercepted by Chinzimu. First touch a little heavy. Yes, Katonga. Zambia dissecting play. Namasuku. Keeper says, bring it here. Kamla in my basket. 35 minutes, 0-0 the scoreline.
Yeah, again the Esamina Simwaka showing her versatility and her strength, going forward with speed and also helping back in defense. So very, very good work ethic from her in helping Malawi avert that danger that is obviously Zambia is looking to cause.
Free kick for Malawi. Foul just in and around the center circle. Foul on Tendai. Just a clipping behind the foot. Nothing malicious about that. Frida. Guilty on that occasion. Every Katongo is receiving treatment. Players been called to the touchline to receive a few more instruction. Regina Chanda, one of those. Good to see Everine up on her feet. The miracle spray just doing the job. The referee Shangula wanting the player to come off the park, playing with the different color boots. One is yellow, one is white. One is a lucky charm, one is the other one to give stability.
Yeah, there's a lot of superstitions of that players have, and of course playing with different boots and different socks and different shin pads and all those type of things always come to the fore, and it's interesting to see.
It's good to see when Malawi have some set pieces, they push up Faith Chinzimu. Malora. kept in play by Namasuku. Zambia. First touch a bit heavy. Regina Chanda. Very predictable on this right-hand side. Melody. It's played in 2 matches for Zambia. Given a break, well managed by the coach. That's Florence Katia. Throw in. Maureen. Playing 1-2 with Sani. Katongo hacks it away. Falls for Mukoma. Mukoma releases the ball and looking for a captain. Just a little bit clustered and too many players in the same space. Lubanji also finding herself on the same flank with Mukoma. Jacqueline Chomba. Malawi come away with it. Shinyamura. Away by Malawi. Looking for Sabrina Tong. Picked up by Everine Katongo. Everine Katongo tidies up yet again. Falls kindly for Malawi. Passing accuracy a concern. Ali Fandika hacks it away. Nyirenda giving a few more instructions. Header for Malawi. Faith Chinzimu losing out, wins it back. It is a ping-pong battle, and Malawi get the benefit. Malawi get the benefit.
It's been a frantic half so far, with both teams getting stuck in and using the aggression and the strength. And two midfielders just clashing in that point in time there. And of course, the foul has been given to Malawi.
15 fouls in this match. Speaks to the stop-start. Every now and then you're finding that both players are nibbling at each other, but majority of those fouls, about 80% of those fouls, are in and around the center circle, which for the goalkeeper will not bother themselves too much about that, concern themselves too much about that.
Yeah, we've always seen one free kick in the dangerous area for Zambia, and it always resulted in a goal off the crossbar. So you can clearly see that when the teams are in their defensive half, they are very, very careful of giving away fouls in bad areas. And again, the crossing coming in there from Lubanji, and the chances are being shown right now. But so far, all the chances has been rather tame.
Not getting the end result that they want, but delivery is in the right areas. Connection or decision making at times a little questionable. 38 minutes plus referee's optional time. Crowd slowly trickling in. Second semi-final is the home side, South Africa. They up against Mozambique. Long ball, looking for the Simwaka. Chinzimu finding Tom on the right-hand side. This time we get to see Tom on the right-hand side. Quality ball, keeper on the back foot. Does well. Picks it off the head of Asimenya Simwaka. Very strong showing today by Petronella Musole.
Yeah, both goalkeepers have been fantastic. I think they've commanded the area well, and they've been very decisive with coming out and collecting balls when they needed to. So far, so good for both sets of goalkeepers.
Chases on. Very quick to react is Nyirenda. Lubanji will give chase. Faith. Just trickling away from Faith. The whole of Ascent Academy is watching and spurring on their teammates. Such a young team that has got such great team spirit is Captain Margaret Bellemew. Bellemew looking for Frida. That's a little too much to ask of Frida. That ball just going and trickling over the line and allowing Malawi, that is Mkandawiri, to take the throw in. Can play a goalkeeper. Finds Nyirenda. Tendai. Zambia have got 2-3 players around the ball. Lubanji, ball in the air. Under pressure, but does well. Captain Belemu, hopeful ball for Zambia. Keeper does well to just guide that all the way out for a goal kick. A little bit of frustration.
Yeah, it's interesting to note, Gloria, the pitch conditions over here compared to the pitch in NMU. I think the pitch over here is a little bit harder, a little bit more bouncier. Not in a bad condition by any stretch of the imagination, but just the softness of the NMU pitch, obviously, and the players are having to adjust to that.
Katongo. Namasiku. Play the 1-2. Namasiku delivers the ball in the box. Zambia lurking, but it is Maureen who comes away with it. Malawi, Tendai gives away possession. Buzz of Zambia. Katongo looking for Mukoma. Mukoma giving chase and wins that ball. Have to be careful of Mukoma's pace. She comes from deep but still manages to win that ball. Katonga picking up and looking at his pace. It's absolutely troublesome.
Yeah, she got devastating pace over there, and the Malawi defenders have got to be careful throughout the 90 minutes, because at any given time, you know, with that speed that she has, she can cause problems for them.
Simwaka showing her a good pair of heels. Intercepted by Jacqueline. Simwaka, disappointing effort.
Yeah, looking at Simwaka today, you know, the previous matches she's had more influence and a better match today. A little bit she's struggling slightly to find her feet and find her rhythm, and in her decision makings. And of course, the Zambian players on the left hand side is trying to take care of her as much as she can, and hopefully second half she'll have a better half.
Jacqueline Chomba and Melody Kapimbe have been given strict instructions to take care of Asimenya Simwaka. For Malawi, you're looking at Mkanoiri, who's got a huge task on her hands to take care of Mukoma. There's Serena Tom. Decent balls. Asimwaka! That was close. You give her a room. Can you use it? One was expecting that to be the first goal, but a delightful ball coming from Sabrina Tom, picking up Simwaka, and one thought the offload will find the back of the net, just missing rather narrowly.
Yeah, credit to the goalkeeper for trying to close the angle over there and forcing Simwena to push the ball a little bit wide of the upright. And again, the goalkeeper looking good and solid and commanding in that area over there. Of course, she didn't make the save, but cutting that angle and making it difficult for the Malawian attacker.
Very true. You have to adjust an angle made very tight for Simwaka. But reminding one and all what she is capable of. She's got 2 goals. The MDF Lioness. Kanoiri. Regina Chanda. Chanda with Muchinga. Katongo. Belemu. Muchinga. Lubanji. She was in acres of space, and Namasuku. Rush of blood to the head. They played it well by knocking it about, and all it needed was a little bit more composure.
No, definitely. I think earlier on they're trying to just look to hit the ball into the space and to run onto, and I think now it's better. They're getting their feet on the ball and trying to hold up the faces a little bit better, and that we want to see more for the second half from Zambia.
45 minutes done and dusted. 0-0 the scoreline. We are in referee's optional time. No decisions that were referred to VAR. That's how close it is. This is when you get the tougher teams in the semi-final, the fluidity of the game. You can see the intelligence. You also can see the planning. But more than anything, it is a chess. Trying to force one another to make those mistakes. It's not happening. It's not happening. One will want to look at the ball possession yet again. See if there is a dominance. So far, it has been end-to-end sharing of the ball. One will have to improve the Passing accuracy, there you go. There's not much between that. Throw in by Maureen. Faith Chinzimu started the match in that midfield role, just in front of the back four, with great finesse, passing accuracy. Very talented player. It's a matter of time before she packs her bags and says, off I go. Maureen. Chinzimu. One bounce. Tom, keeper. Battle between the two. Keeper comes off best. Sabrina Tom. Start seeing the funny side of it. Tom. And clashing with the keeper. Did well to keep her eyes firmly focused on the prize, which was the ball in hand.
Yeah, again very commanding from the goalkeeper, showing again that that box belongs to her, and anything that drops down there, she's going to be very, very convincing in coming to collect it.
Namasiku. Offside call. Malawi gets an opportunity to try and finish off strongly. 2 minutes of the additional 4 minutes. Yirenda. Ball helped on. Tom in the area. There's Malawi on the edge of the box. Katonga tidies up for Zambia. Namasiku. And that ball just ricocheting off the left foot of Kapimpi. Melody Kapimpi. Throw in for Malawi. Walker does well to get up on the feet and fight back for position, defending from the front. Good quality. As strikers, it's important. It's one thing in the year game that coaches work tirelessly to try and improve, which is the defensive element. Lubanji comes away with it. Forced out for a throw-in by Chinzimu. One would want to see a lot more of Letitia Chinamula, voted the player of the season out in Malawi. There's up Lubanji. Will keep that ball in play. Plays it back to Namasiku. The free kick to Zambia. Queens. There is no Barbara Banda. There is no Temwa. Two explosive players who have produced some wonderful goals out, and that's Africa is proud of. Two teams that has really given the continent so much to talk about. Rachel is also another player that is being talked about. The sisters, Tabitha, Temwa. You can't talk about Malawi football and not mention that. You can't talk about Zambian football and not talk about Barbara Banda. That would be an injustice to the work that has been put in place as referee Historia Shangula brings an end to the first 45. One that was absolutely free-flowing and enjoyable. One that had very few chances between the two sides, trying to make an effort to get onto the score sheet. It's tough out there, proving to be a very tight battle. But the closest has been that of Zambia. Coming close in the woodwork was Regina Chanda. They confirmed the score from the Isaac Wilkinson Stadium. It's Malawi 0, Zambia 0. Let's have a look at the statistics of the first 45 minutes. Almost a similar report card. 9 goal attempts by Malawi, 4 of those on target. 7 fouls to 9. 4 offsides for Zambia, the team that has been in the attacking third more often than not. The corner count also in favor of the Zambian. Possession is almost even Stevens. What is important is the scoreline on the top of your screen. Malawi 0, Zambia no.
And just like that, the first 45 has come and gone. Malawi nil, Zambia nil. And man, oh man, the tension is as thick as it gets. With me now is Kinelo Matibela, who is the coaching education manager at the South African Football Association. You were here last year. Well, not here, but you were at this phase of the competition last year. And you saw these two sides go head-to-head in the final. Was it as tense?
100%. Thank you so much. I mean, looking at last year's competition, these two teams met each other in the finals, where Malawi came out victorious with the 2-1 nil over Zambia. And it was as intense as it is now, even though we are missing some of the strong players like the two Chawingers for Malawi, and we're missing also Barbara. However, there's not been much of change happening, because with regards to the substitutions, the individuals that came in on board this year, you have the number 11 for Zambia, who is on the right wing, very quick, speedy player. And also just in comparison to Barbara, I mean, they have similar qualities. Obviously, technically, you could say Barbara is on the upper hand, And also for Malawi as well, Chawinga was there. She was player of the tournament. She was a top goal scorer. They've tried to sustain the momentum, but I believe with regards to this specific encounter, the intensity is high, and I think the pressure is very high on the two sides because they have not really found their ground, especially in the 28th minute. For the first 28 minutes, if you look at it, I feel there's rapid transition, winning the ball, losing the ball, because they're all trying to, just come out as strong as quickly as possible.
I want us to go through this moment that took place for Zambia in the 18th minute.
100%. Yes. So number 7 for Zambia, she is one of the strongest players as well. And the good crosses are coming in hard. However, there should be a bit of a delay because most of the chances they get, the ball comes in, there is that high intensity with regards to defending. Aerial domination has happened on both sides as well. So maybe if they can slow down a bit, try to find more combination passes and see and make the right decisions with the moments on when to pass the ball, when to get it in there, when do you make the right shots, when do you make the right moves. So I think the intensity, like I said, is very high and they're not making the right decisions at the moment. So hopefully during halftime now, the coach will let them know, slow down, play to your strongest abilities where there's penetration passes that has come through as well. You see a lot of diagonal balls has been coming in. It
looks like for Malawi, every time Sabrina gets the ball, she's looking for Samoka.
100%.
The planning, though, around Samoka for Zambia's end look like that is unlocked today because they've been able to silence her on a couple of occasions.
And if you look at the tournament throughout, she has been one of the players that they have been targeting because of her speediness. She's a very quick player. However, like I'm saying, she needs a lot more support around her because she has tried bringing a lot of crosses, but the timing of the crosses, sometimes there's no individual, sometimes she is blocked down, and also because she's targeted, everybody's putting a lot of bodies around her just to delay her and not be able to give her the opportunities that she is looking for.
That one would say that the goalkeeper of Zambia came out at the right time just to make sure that Samoka doesn't have an ample amount of space in an open net.
100%. So the goalkeeper comes out very strong there. She opens up her body and she's able to block her. And now the decision-making for her will also come in very strong. I mean, she's in the box, there's contact. Sometimes she could be able to play smart, you know what I mean. So, I mean, it's all about the decision-making, knowing when to place the ball, where to place it, which part of the foot to use as well.
Kinelwe, I mean, as we go into the second half, we have to have a winner.
We have to.
Who do you think will take it this time?
Well, we were sitting with my colleagues there, and the way it's going, if there's no changes that happens, we probably will go into penalty shootout. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that end. We can have a clear-out winner from the first half. But I think if they can introduce, for instance, Malawi can introduce their number 13, and then Zambia can introduce a number 15. They can be able to bring up a balance, because I think we need somebody that's able to control the momentum and the composure of the team. Because I said earlier on, there's a lot of transitional moments which are very rapid, where we win the ball, we're trying to force situations, but if they can bring somebody that can hold the ball, and if there's no opportunity to go up front, let's bring it back, let's build up, let's draw them out of their final third, and then play those long passes where the number 7 now from Zambia, Malawi can come in as well, and then bring in the crosses behind the defenders, which can bring a clash between the defenders and the goalkeeper, and then hopefully something can come from there.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see as to what the coaches do coming into the second half. Will it end in a penalty shootout, or will we have an outright winner? Only time will tell. After this, we'll take it back to Gloria Brown as well as Dan Clate as they narrate to you the final 45.
Thank you so much.
Dangerous play as well. Freedom Mugoma on the right-hand side. Zambia with an opportunity. There's been concerns of the defense of Malawi, Dane.
Every time they have the ball and use their speed, but up until now the cover defense.
And get connected, get the comfort. Yes, Sabrina Tom. Sabrina Tom does well to stay on her feet. She needs the numbers in the box. It's only Asemanya. And that ball didn't get enough of the venom she needed. She didn't get enough of the pace she wanted. Keeper collected that comfortably, released it very quickly. Malawi on the ball. It's a knock to the left and a knock to the right. Yes, Kenneth Maureen. Sabrina Tom runs out of room and gives away possession. 15 minutes. The chase is on. Mokoma gives chase, wins that ball, needs the numbers in the box. Slightly overcooked, but Namasuku is dispossessed by Faith Chinzimu. Katonga. There's Katonga. Deliveries poor, can't find a way through. Zambia pick it up. Makoma, ball in the box, and easy for Mercy. Part of the 2023 COSAFA team is Mercy Sikelongwe. Ngowe directly and off the woodwork. That was a miss for Zambia. Showing the bullets that they have. No, they're not from Nyasa Big Bullets, an outfit that is wanting to make an impression. That was a great header. Not picked up. Regina Chanda. But great work ethic. Sabrina Tom, the player that broke the hearts of the Zambians in the 2-1 victory that Malawi had, of scoring that against Zambia in the final of 2023. Fortunate in that moment that the captain picks it up and tidies up. Faith Chinzimu for Malawi. Faith takes a shot! Oh, that was close. That is what you want to see. In the national team, a lot deeper. That ball oozing and not dipping quick enough. The crossbar coming to the rescue. In that particular statistic, Mugoma switching flanks this time. She's come to the left-hand side looking and hoping if she can benefit from the header. Jackknife down in the ground. It's Lobanji. That is Otimba here of Mugoma. There's Sabrina Tom. Decent balls. Asimwaka! That was close. You give her a room, it could be the first goal, but a delightful ball coming from Sabrina Tom, picking up Simwaka, and one door to the offload. Tendai gives away possession. Buzz of Zambia. Katongo looking for... Welcome back to the Isaac Wilson Stadium. It is the first semi-final of the HollywoodBets COSAFA Championship, and Malawi and Zambia are locked at 0-0 apiece. Zambia, who are the team that has a slight advantage coming into the second half, but have their work cut out. Malawi in the red uniform. We are blessed with having Abongile Tom as well as Clarence Sekai Simango of Zimbabwe looking after the close calls that are out here today. So far, there's been nothing on offer. So far, there's just been a frantic display of tenacity. Regina Chanda is the player having to give way, and her place has been taken. That is, as soon as I quickly get her name for you, Esther Mushota. Esther Mushota comes into that midfield for Zambia. Esther Mushota. Just one change. That was a quick change for Zambia. Coach playing a card, trump card, with the hope that they can turn the situation around in favor of the Copper Queens. Esther Mushota into the hands of goalkeeper Petronella Musole. Zambian football that continues to be celebrated on the continent. The under-17s are part of a World Cup, and a mistake made by Malawi, and Zambia get the deserving goal. What an opportunistic goal. 1-0 in favor of Zambia. That goal catching us all cold, not expecting it, but we spoke about the fine margins. We spoke about it is Ochumba Libanji. She will claim that. Have a look at this ball. The bounce. Libanji goes in and just gets it over the keeper's head. And keeper in no man's land. Couldn't deal with it. Had about 3 players around and still managed to get the chance to find the back of the net. Ochumba Libanji. Zambia advantage.
Yeah, Patricia, in the end, they were very disappointed there, leaving the ball to bounce a couple of times. And of course, the goalkeeper not in no man's land, and in that point in time, Zambia will be happy to have taken the lead.
Ochumba, who's now the leading goal scorer of the tournament, the Red Arrows player. Ochumba with 4 goals. So Malawi have a mountain to climb.
Yeah, Lubanji has been taking that goal very, very well against the run of play early on in the second half. Second half just starting, Malawi players still in the change room.
Namasiku for Zambia. She'll take her time trying to look to penetrate through that defense, but Mkanawiri having none of it. They are in disarray. They will try and fix up their mistake. Katongo. Referee wants the throw-in retaken.
Yeah, that goal is going to make Malawi want to push more to try and get the equalizer. And of course, in contrast to Zambia, it's going to give them an opportunity maybe to play more on the break and using their speed more on the break, with Malawi obviously looking to put more numbers in trying to get the equalizer.
Well, there is a reference to VAR, and that goal stands, and they continue to play. Zambia. There's Malawi with the Sani. Muchingwa finds Namasuke. Ball between the defense. Look at that pace. Tearing down Esther Mushumba.
She did well with the pace there. Of course, keeping the ball in play and ending up getting a corner, and it's advantage, putting a team in an advantageous position from the corner now. What they call chasing loss causes.
Another corner for Zambia. 5 corners, or the 5th corner being taken. Namasiku gives the indication, ball delivered. And just ricocheting with Frida going the wrong way. Ball still in the area. Zambia! Snapshot from Esther Mushota. She's come in, brought some excitement for Zambia.
Yeah, she brought a lot of life and supporting playing of Tom up top. Lubanji up top. They're just working off each other there. You can see the combination between the two taking effect there, and the shot just over the crossbar.
Esther plays for Indeni Roses. Zambia. Chinzimu. Coaches will always warn you about the critical phases of a match. Zambia coming out, hitting hard in those moments, getting the early goal, or either getting the late goal in this particular moment, getting the early goal in the second half, 1 minute of the second half, and they were celebrating. Lubanji for Zambia, showing good feet, quick feet. That's a disappointment. She had a player on the left-hand side who was calling for the supply. It's gone down, grimacing is Lubanji.
Talk about disappointment, Gloria. I think Malawi will be disappointed in the fashion they conceded that goal. I think with the ball bouncing the first time and the second time and the third time, again, Lubanji was given enough time to be able to get on the end of that ball with quite a few defenders of Malawi around her. You know, so again, the first half Malawi defended very, very well. But I think they were disappointed with the start to the second half.
They hadn't switched on, very cold. Lubanji is doing herself a number. Looks like an Achilles concern the minute she took that snapshot. But there is somebody warming up, and that looks like a player. Is it Esther Muchinga? And she's grimacing a bit and got a bit of a limp. Here's Ochumba, Lubanji, whose goals separate themselves from Malawi.
Just again, the wind coming into effect a little bit there. The wind is not as strong as it was over the past few days, but then Greece holding that ball up there and allowing Lubanji away in the first half. The ball used to run away to the goalkeeper, you know, and it helped Malawi a lot. But now with the ball moving up, you've got to be very careful of clearing that line.
With your backs to the wind is Malawi. Faith wins that ball for Malawi. Bellemew is available and will take the throw in. Margaret Bellemew trying to get more advanced. Yeah, taking the ball down the line, getting into the opposition half, wanting to stay there, hoping to camp there.
Also interesting to note the crowd is coming in a little bit in drips and drabs at the moment. Of course, Banyana play having a go at Mozambique after this game, and we're looking forward to a packed stadium by the time kickoff arrives for the Banyana game.
3 p.m. is call time for what promises to be an intriguing match. Second semi-final so far in Zambia that end up and have booked themselves a place. Filirani Malora is the player that has given way, and Vanessa Chikupila is coming. Vanessa Chikupila. Lots of expectation. She owes Malawi a good performance today. Vanessa Chikupila. Ball hangs in the air. That's what Dane was talking about, at the wind really being a concern. Katonga, Mukoma. 21 kilometers is the indication of the speed of the wind. Here's Zambia, Katonga. In the middle of the park, it goes to Muchinga. Zambia keeping it, keeping that possession. Mushonta. Away this time, it's Nyirenda. Captain Margaret Bellemew putting in a captain's performance. Another high ball giving chase is Lubanji. Clearance is not going far enough for Malawi. That pressure still remains there as Namasuku does well to eliminate the defender, bring in a cross. Interception there by Mkanawire.
Yeah, the Malawian defenders are struggling with the flight of the ball at the moment. Like we're saying, the wind has been double the speed as normal, but today there's a slight breeze, but they're still able to play with that ball, and the Malawian defense has to be very, very careful.
Corner. Ball hangs in the air. Highest in the air and just over the top. Lubanji causing all the problems, asking all the questions.
I think Mercy Sekela would have been relieved to see the ball not ricocheting off the crossbar at that moment. She was very, very unsure.
She looked beaten in that instance.
Yeah,
she didn't even attempt to put her hands up.
Yeah, she was very relieved that it ended up at the back on top of the net.
Yes, Katonga. Very much a live wire. Bellemew camping in Malawi's half, and that will just go out for a goal kick, and very disappointed teammates will be. They want to make use of the opportunities that, especially when they are in that advanced area. Esther Mashoko has just come in for Regina Chanda. So looks very much a live wire. It's Malawi. Sabrina Tom beaten to the ball. Belongs to Zambia. They'll be all too happy. Maureen has been given a torrid time. Melody Kapimpi. Lubanji. Have to keep an eye on Lubanji. She's still limping away.
Yeah, as a player that Zambia, of course, cannot afford to lose at this stage. With them taking the ascendancy in this first 10 minutes of the second half, pinning Malawi back as often as they possibly can, and Malawi obviously yet to make an attempt on goal in this second half.
Maureen. Tendai. Fake Chinzimu eliminates a couple of players and tries to whip in a ball that is intercepted. Zambia on the ascendancy. Chinga. Another long ball, making use of the possession is Zambia. Frida giving chase right up until Mercy picks that ball up. Winning the second ball, winning the tight calls. 50-50s. Lubanji. Tendai. Chinzimu. Cutting in and trying to cut into traffic as Chinzimu. She runs into traffic and Lubanji picks it up for Zambia. Katonga. Now the ball looking for a hard running Namasiku. And Esther also battling it out. It was just coming, Esther making sure that it's not going to be easy. But Maureen standing her ground, forcing the player away. But this is the decent ball getting in between the defense of Malawi that has become very troublesome for the defense of Malawi.
Yeah, the reason for that is that the wingers of Malawi is really keeping the width well. I mean, for Zambia is keeping the width really well, allowing that space into the middle.
Dominance of the corner counters. That ball just goes over the crossbar. That will allow Malawi an opportunity to organize themselves offensively.
Malawi, on the other hand, in attack, when they receive the ball, the two midfielders have the ball. The wingers of Malawi is stuck inside. That makes it difficult. All Zambia is doing is remaining compact, and they're making it easy for the Zambian defense at this stage by keeping it narrow. All the Zambian defense have to do is stay narrow, and Malawi is also being narrow. So they need to stretch it a little bit to be able to find spaces in between the Zambian defense.
I was just going to say, looking for spaces, they need to open it up, use the full width of the pitch, and being compact. Hence, Zambia has the ability to knock a few passes, but also picking up all the balls and are quick to diffuse any kind of rhythm or building or combination play that Malawi are trying to conjure up. So this match fast reaching the 1 hour mark. One change apiece. Vanessa Chikupila has come on for the Scorchers. Bunji losing out to Faith Chikupila, hanging that ball over the top. Zambia come away with it. Bunji playing it back to Kapimpi. Kapimpi sends it forward. A mistake made, but nicely picked up by Mkandawiri. Malawi sent a long ball. Sabrina Tom in no man's land. Pick it up in the midfield for Malawi. It is Faith Chinzimu. And yes, Sabrina Tom into the hands of Petronella Musole.
Just a bit of a rush there from Tom. I think she could have put the ball underneath her feet. It's difficult to get a shot away. Maybe just push it a little bit forward more and see a bigger picture, you know. But there, just a rush of blood through the head. And of course, a tame shot ending up in the hands of the goalkeeper of Zambia.
Petronella Musole. Bright and pink. Florence will be loving that. She'll be asking for another goal. Just to take the game further and further away from Malawi. They are the defending champions. Can they come back? Faith Chinemura. Chinzimu taking the game with a scrap of the hand, but who's to aim for in the box? Nobody's making themselves available. Hiding behind the Zambian defenders. Here's Frida Mukoma. Kandawire goes down and a free kick to Zambia. A free kick to Malawi, rather. Kandawire sandwiched between the two players. Bunji also using a hand in the process.
Zambia has looked the more enterprising side after the break, looking to take the game at Malawi more.
Heavy first touch. That ball just ricocheting. And Zambia will take the advantage anytime. Frida Makoma. He loses the footing as Frida. She loses the footing. Group B with 7 points is Malawi's accolades getting into the semi-final. Zambia, 100% record, yet to concede. 2 wins from 2 matches, scoring 10 goals in the process. Bellemeu to take the throw-in. Good ball off the chest. Bicycle kick. That is not troublesome at all to Sikelo. Quite a few players with 3 goals. Atisha Chinyamula's got 3 goals. Frida Makoma's got 3 goals. Sabrina Tom has got 3 goals. South Africa's Keisha Hendricks has got 3 goals. Those are the players that can add to the tally. Talking about adding to the tally, the Bunge's added to her tally, and she's now the leading goal scorer, or the golden boot. Got her hands on that trophy for now. Golden boot, an individual award. Still some individual awards to talk about. You've got a goalkeeper of the tournament, then you get a player of the tournament, defender of the tournament, midfield of the tournament. We don't get such. The midfield of the tournament and defender of the tournament.
Should be. I think everybody has a role. Everybody has a role and responsibility in the team, you know. So maybe we should be breaking up the awards.
You know, talking about breaking up the awards, one's got to congratulate the 11, the best 11 in the group stages. Hendricks, Lubanji, and Makoma. That is the front line. In the middle of the park, it's Ditere, Chinyamula, and Coleman. In defense, it's Hadebe, Tsane, Zulu, and Tube. And the goalkeeper is Williams. Coach of the tournament is Maud. That is the best 11 in the group stages. 65 minutes on the clock. Zambia 1, Zimbabwe no. Out of your picture is the player down. Looks like Everine Katonga of Green Buffaloes. But she's been asked by the referee, is everything okay? She says yes.
It's interesting, the thing I noticed, Patricia Nyirenda and the goalkeeper Mercy Sikelo. Since the goal, Nyirenda has really showed her displeasure in the communication aspect of that. Even now with the build-up play, they look very, very unconvincing at the moment. So just about sorting out that communication there, or lack thereof. Let me call it a lack thereof.
Sure, they will try and fix that up. Sabrina Tom. Simwaka gives up that. Allows a throw-in to be taken by Maureen.
Zambia has taken real good care of Asemenya Simwaka and Sibina Tom. Any threat that has been posed by those two, Zambia has dealt with it very, very well.
Maureen. There's a Faith at Chinzimu. Another throw-in for Malawi. Struggling to get out of gear. Available is Tendai Sani if spotted. Katonga wins it for Zambia. Goes all the way back to Maureen. The Bungie coming in. Throw in. This time for Zambia. Struggling is Everine Katonga. Ball bounces. Anywhere will do. Or Jacqueline Chomba will tidy up. There's Maureen, brings it right back. Sabrina Tom watching the bounce. And all the way to Petronella.
Yeah, Petrina showing again there, very, very commanding in the box, very decisive, coming for the ball and gathering it. You know, in contrast to Zambia with the ball being held up by the wind, now the ball ends up rolling away and getting to the goalkeeper.
Is Chinzimu, Sabrina Tom, first touch, but heavy. Out to the right is Margaret Bellemu. That ball ricocheting off a red shirt. Throw in for Zambia. Apologies from Katona. Chinyamula. Chinyamula headed down for Simwaka. Simwaka's delivery. And that's when you start seeing the frustration creeping in.
Yeah, she's had a disappointing up to this point. You know, of course, there's still time for her to rectify it, but she's been kept very, very quiet by the Zambian defense on that far side. As Asamina Simwaka.
But the crowd will continue to spur them on. There's still belief, there's still plenty of time. Keeper called upon. A little too much. Here's an opportunity that was given. Goalkeeper makes a hash of it, and Freedom Mukoma says thank you. Zambia lead. It is 2 goals. Down on her knees goes Florence Akatia in appreciation. Those little ball girls are loving it. Goalkeeper was a bit relaxed. That ball played back looked harmless. And Frida Mukoma, a predator whose instincts were very clear. That ball just been taken away from the goalkeeper. And Frida says, those kind of situations, I bury them. Zambia take a commanding lead here in the first semi-final. Very, very unfortunate situation for goalkeeper Sikelo. And that knocks the wind out of the sail for Malawi.
Important to note by the goal, Lungowe Namasiku closing down that angle when Frida goes and closes down the goalkeeper, which makes the goalkeeper try and think something differently because the angles are being closed down. So beautiful teamwork from the two front players from Zambia to get that goal, and Frida obviously finishing into an empty net.
Tom on the edge of the box will try and do it alone. Lubanji. Here's Frida. Plays it with Lubanji. Zambia. They buzzing with confidence. Ball over the top, giving chase is Frida. Yet again, this time goalkeeper brings it into the handbag.
It's going to be an uphill battle now for Malawi to get themselves back into this game. Zambia leading by 2-0 at the moment, and I think they've got 1 foot in the final as things stand at the moment.
Kandawiri sending Chikupila on her way, but Zambia's defense has been resolute. They've covered each other very well. They've been very organized. They've been very composed under pressure. Throw in Kandawiri on the edge of the box. Chinyamula takes a strike, a hopeful one at that.
Yeah, Zambia will be happy in allowing Malawi striking from that distance, you know, far away from the goals, and not causing any trouble for the goalkeeper at all.
Well, a belated happy birthday to Maureen. She had a birthday on the 28th of October. Talking of Zambia with another chance. Yeah, Zamakoma! Can they put it beyond? Kandawiri still believes. Yes, Zambia yet again, and on an onside position. The explosiveness of Zambia when going forward, especially the pace of this player, Frida Mukoma, gets a goal in the 68th minute. She too is now on 4 goals. So the two players, that is Lubanji and Mukoma, battling it out for that golden boot. Chikupila.
Again, Zambia showing the defensive organization and making sure that anything that Malawi comes with are taken care of.
Faith Shinzimu. There's an urgency about Malawi. Kandawiri. She needs to send the long ball. Here's a chance for Chikupila. Picked up. But, Namasuku comes away with it from Zambia. On the far right-hand side is Lubanji. Keeps it in play. Lubanji keeps it in play. Tries to turn a defender around. But Nyirenda does well to win the free kick.
What Lubanji is doing well, keeping the width, and is benefiting Zambia a lot by stretching that Malawian defense. In contrast, again, if you look at the pictures, the Malawians are all narrow, which makes it easy for Zambia again. You know, every time Zambia goes forward, they keep the width so well, and they try and stretch the defense of Zambia needs to stretch themselves, because that's how much Zambia is the movement is making them stretch themselves.
Rose Ali from Vika there was looking very concerned, and rightfully so. A crown, the trophy, it seems to be slipping out of their hands. Tendai Sani.
It's unnecessary foul there. You know, I think it would have been a throw-in for Malawi, but of course the aggression and the desperation is starting to show for Malawi at this point in time.
Very clear. 12 fouls for Zambia, 8 for Malawi, 20 in total. Faith pushing up a little. Maybe coach could take a risk and push Faith a little bit up front, which is a position she's very comfortable with in the team that she plays for Asset Academy. Has a knack of scoring those early goals and the late goals. She was the second top goal scorer in the region. That is Faith Chinzimu. When you are chasing the match, what more do you have to lose? Push her in a position, let her go and search for those goals. But then it also shows that deeper are the problems of Malawi and the midfield area. Simwaka. There's a technical bench of Zambia is all up in arms, and everybody trying to get the ladies to remain focused, get them over the line. They've got the 2 goals that is needed to give them the advantage to book a spot. The first team that will book their spot into the final. There is no 3rd and 4th. She'll be very disappointed with her performance as Sekelo. 2 mistakes made and defensive errors. Katona does well. Reads the bounce of the ball. Belemu will take it forward. Belemu finds Muchinga. Muchinga loses out. And it's Sabrina Tom for Malawi. Need to play it right. Tom is Faith Chinamula. Tendai on the edge of the box. Quite encouraging. Chikupila taking the shot in the box and just trying to place it there for an oncoming red shirt. Players were in an advanced position as that ball just trickled away. Is it a cross-come pass? This is the moment. Oh, she was looking for Sabrina Tom, but not convincing.
Yeah, Sabrina Tom not ready for it. You know, she was looking for Sabrina Tom, but she was in no position to steady herself and finish that off. It's like she just had a little flap at it.
Chikupila hangs that ball in the air. Malawi battling for everything that is on offer. Chinyamula losing out. Here's Maureen, a bit of a buzz. Chinyamula to pick it up for Malawi and send it forward. And a throw in. 2-0 is the scoreline in favor of Zambia. Good turn.
Yeah, we spoke about Malawi going, Zambia going 1-0 up, and then Malawi having to chase the game and adding numbers. With 2-0 down, they're going to try and add more numbers now, which makes them a little bit more vulnerable on the counter-attack for Zambia to get the 3rd goal.
2 players clashing. Maureen picks it up for Malawi. Looks for Tendai, founds Tendai. Sabrina Tom playing the return ball, losing a footing at a vital moment is Tendai, and that ball continued to rise from the minute it left. That's Letitia Chinyamula. Sends that ball way up into the stands.
Yeah, you can clearly see Malawi pushing more numbers forward now and causing a little bit of problems, starting to cause a little bit of problems for Zambia. they'd be hoping to get that first goal, because the longer the game goes without them getting that one goal first, the more chances Zambia is going to have on the counter attack to make it 3.
Catherine Kachala will make her way onto the park in place of Letitia Chinamula. Memory Mulenga, Majori Mulenga makes her way for Esther Muchinga. So Memory comes on for Esther. That's the Zambian change. Majori Mulenga. Majori Mulenga. She's played just 90 minutes. She comes on and is brought into the defensive area as Sabrina Tom fancied an opportunity, takes the shot, goes over the bar. There was an opportunity for a pass. Could have played it to Chikuvila.
Yeah, it has to be said that Zambia has really looked nicely after the attacking players of Malawi. That's the threats, of course, with Tom and of course Simwaka as well. They've had a very quiet game today.
Malawi looking a lot disjointed rather than as you would expect as the tournament progresses. You start seeing a lot of combinations and so on. It almost looks like this team is playing for the first time.
Yeah, that happens when the desperation creeps a little bit in. After that first goal, of course, they'll be disappointed of the way they conceded that goal and the timing thereof. Right at the beginning of the second half, and that was disappointing for them. And since then, they've been chasing the game.
She's had a good game. Faith in that midfield, just really bossed it well. In times when necessary, goes forward. But I really would have liked to see her in a more advanced position. Nyirenda. Zambia. Bounce of the ball a little awkward. And you did mention that the surface of the pitch has also played a part in one of the goals. That bounce of that ball.
Yeah, the pitch at NMU is softer. And of course the pitch at Isaac Olsen is a bit harder. It's a different kind of soil underneath the pitch. So even with all that rain, with the sun being out the past couple of days, I think the pitch has really hardened up, and you can see by the bounce of the ball how high the ball bounces. Even with the goal that Zambia scored, it bounced about 3 times. Whereas at NMU, the bounce will probably be one bounce and it will be a steady bounce.
Lightning cannot strike twice in the same place. Zambia beaten by Malawi in the 2023 edition. This time the revenge very clear.
Yeah, I think Zambia was expected to beat Malawi in the final last year.
Yep.
Of course, if anybody was going to place a bet, HollywoodBets, I think they would have picked Zambia to win that game. And I think today it was a bit even, especially in the first half. But as expected, Zambia is a powerhouse within the COSAFA region. So there's no surprises that they are getting the revenge today.
And Sabrina Tom was the goal scorer in that match, scoring the winning goal. Today, she's really struggling to get the supply.
Yeah, it's been opposite number today, and that's just how football works sometimes.
Keeper does well. Down she goes. Time to chew up those precious seconds where possible. But, the game has been allowed to flow. There's not that many injuries, not too many stop-starts. I think both the teams have given a good account of themselves in fighting for everything on offer. The ball kept a lot of the time in play.
Yeah, it's again that small margins that come into play. The way that Zambia has kept their width throughout the 90 minutes, throughout the 80 minutes so far, compared to Malawi. They'll be disappointed, but they can always go back and see where they went wrong. But for me, that is definitely part of the reason why they haven't really created that many chances, is the fact that they've played so narrow, and they made it easier for Zambia to defend, and hence Zambia has not conceded, and there's been no clear-cut chance for Malawi either.
Yeah, there hasn't. There hasn't been that many trying to peel off defenders. As Vanessa Chikubila spotted by Faith Chinzimu. 5 offsides in total. The Pink Panther. Katona. Maureen. Lubanji. Namasiku. Frida. Last touch off Malawi.
Zambia will be looking to take the sting out of this game and just taking their time with everything going forward now. There's absolutely no rush for them to get on with things. In contrast, Malawi is going to have to do better.
Ball in the air. This time very confident. Very, very confident. Bounce of the ball. Faith. Sabrina Tom loses out.
Look at how many players around Simwaka when she gets the ball. Zambia has really applied themselves properly and averted any danger, nullified anything that the attackers of Malawi has thrown at them.
Namasiku gets the last touch, forces the last touch of Nyirenda.
I think me and you had a discussion on after the Malawian game about the previous game about how to stop Malawi and vice versa, and how to stop Zambia. And I think Zambia has really taken care of Tom and Simwaka, and that's what we said. You know, if you can take care of those two players of Malawi, I think the job will be half done, and it's proven to be the case.
Simwaka giving away the foul. This will allow Zambia another attacking moment. 13 fouls. Esther Mashota has come in. Referee just goes around the box and watching and waiting to see if there's that ball just getting off the right boot, and disappointing because they have brought in the big numbers to see if they could benefit from that ball, and Lugoe had other ideas. She wanted to go route one to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think a good ball into the box there. Obviously they're looking for that insurance goal, just to make the game out of reach of Malawi. If they get the third goal, obviously that will be the case.
As Makoma company, Lubanji, Frida using her strength and ability and a pace. And Serena. Zambia have dealt with any ball that's been sent up in the air. Lubanji gives chase. Kept in play. Good work by Mkanawire. Tendai. Chinzimu giving chase, and look at the pace of Simwaka. She's got a battle for everything, but it's Bellamy who wins that fight. Stop in the tracks. Not this time around, she says.
Yeah, the Zambians would have been watching Simwaka's game very, very closely, because they're very, very prepared today in dealing with her speed and the way she applies herself. She hasn't really caused any sort of problems for Zambia at all.
5 minutes to the 90, and the after referee's optional time. Margaret Bellamy. Katona loses out. Kandawiri whips it in. He has an opportunity for Malawi. Quick to the ball. There's Chomba.
Yeah, again, Zambia equal to the task in defense, and looking to keep that clean sheet intact on their way to the final.
Oh, you've already given it. Strange things have happened, Mr. Clayton.
I think if I have to place a bet now, I'll put it on Zambia.
Okay.
They seem very convincing. They seem organized.
Yeah.
They seem like if there's going to be another goal, it seems like Zambia is going to be the team to score the next goal.
I think from the first whistle they were very organized defensively. They also seemed very compact in the midfield, and those two departments were set and were the platform for what happens up front. We've seen a number of those balls going through the middle, building from the back, and the combinations. Katonga has been excellent in the midfield, so has Esther Machinga.
Yeah, the difference has really been the connection of the front players, the attackers. You know, the Zambian three, the front three has really connected very, very well with each other. And whereas Malawi's front three hasn't really connected as much as they would have liked to in trying to create opportunities. So the difference definitely is within the attackers. Yeah.
Jesse Yosefe. Asimenya Simwaka. Well, Asimenya Simwaka is substituted. You must know the job is done. Asimenya Simwaka. Well, let me remind you that at 3 p.m. it is South Africa that are up against Mozambique in the second semi-final. That match kicks off at 3 p.m. sharp. Make a date, make the time. Get to the Isaac Wilson Stadium. We will then have the two finalists for you. Around about 5 p.m. you would know who will contest the final. Right now it looks like Zambia is marching all the way to the final. They are the one team that has made the semi-finals on almost every occasion besides 2019. So Zambia have been a threat. They've made this tournament a mission, a personal mission. They were champions in 2022. Sorry, it was 2011. That was the year they were not in the semi-finals, that is. Golden generation of 2021 continues to spoil the party. Finished third in 2021, runners-up in 2022. Barbara Banda was one of those players that has been celebrated. Lovely strike that's taken by Sabrina Tom. 2019 they were runners-up. So you got to look at the foundation of Zambia and say thank you to players like Miriam Katamba, Eni Tukuta, Postina Sanka, Susan Banda. You also look at players like Chiluba, is the daughter of the president. She also is a footballer. She has Belemu experience that has been gained by Zambia playing in the World Cup. It's not surprising. Spain, Japan, Costa Rica were on the receiving end. They lost to Spain, they lost to Japan, and they inflicted pain on Costa Rica.
Yeah, Zambian football is really growing again. You know, kudos to the president, Mr. Galusha Balwa, the legend of Zambian football. It's always nice when football people are running football.
There's a snapshot. Could have pulled one back. Could have pulled one back. Was the substitute that came on, Jesse? Was that change a change too late for Malawi? 4 minutes appears to be the indication of a referee's optional time. 4 minutes for Zambia to make their way into the semi-finals, to grab a spot in the semi-finals. 2011 was the only year they did not make the semi-final stages. They too decide to make a change of their own, and it is the goal poacher, Frida Mukoma. Her day is done. And Mary Mwambe is the player to come on. So Mwambe will come on. And the other player, the 2 goal scorers being taken out, is Charity Mubanga. So Mubanga and Mwambe come on for the 2 goal scorers, and Lumbanji and Frida Mukoma. It's safe to say the game is done and dusted when the coach has taken out the 2 goal poachers and the 2 goal scorers. They've done the job. All they need to do is defend. Hack that ball anywhere will do, away from the goal mouth. Jessie, she had a good day at the office, the captain leading from the back. Margaret Belemu. Mubanga. Zulu, the 4th official on the receiving end. Some of those funny moments. Mubanga. Goalkeeper Sikelo. She will be very, very emotional come the end of 90 minutes. She knows that the players will believe that mistake that was made, which happens to the best of the best. She'll need to just dust herself. The mistake that she made gave Zambia a bit of a bite, a bit of belief, and that was the goal that took the game away from Malawi.
Yeah, we did allude to the fact that Malawi will be chasing the game, and the more they chase the game, the more opportunities Zambia will be able to create. That stems from that very, very early goal in the second half. Very first minute of the second half, Zambia taking the lead, and from there on in, it was all Zambia, and Malawi didn't have any answers for them.
Throw in. Just first to the ball, Zambia looking sharper, playing with a little bit more purpose, very composed. They remain compact. They've done everything according to the plan. They've done everything according to the way the coach wanted them. You know, this is a coach that will tell you, I'm not worried about history. I'm always thinking forward. I'm thinking of the now, I'm thinking forward. The team unity bringing them over the line. As Mwambe sends that ball forward or out of touch, away from the area of concern. Shinzimu looking rather dejected. Struck to stay on the feet. It's another ball for Zambia. We have played 4 minutes, so one can comfortably say congratulations to Zambia as they march forward into the semi-finals. They have stopped the defending champions in their track, and Zambia's dream lives on. They have progressed to the final of the HollywoodBets COSAFA Women Championship. Malawi find themselves in a spot to bother. That was not an easy task. Players are looking rather dejected. Players are very emotional. They had their backs against the wall. It was an early goal in the second half that got the tongues wagging, that gave the belief to the Zambians, the Copper Queens. 46 minutes on the clock, and Ochumba Lebanji got the first goal. 68 minutes later, it was Frida Mukoma getting the second goal for Zambia. They go out to celebrate with the fans who have come here in their numbers in support of the Copper Queens. Well, that's how it ends here at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium. We do remind you that at 3 p.m. it is South Africa up against Mozambique. There is no love lost between those two. But Zambia will celebrate and celebrate into the night. Coach Florence Kachia does well. So that's how we close the first semi-final with Malawi no and Zambia 2. Let's have a look at the report card of this match. 16 goal attempts by Malawi, 6 on target. 11 fouls for Malawi. And the possession trickling away in favor of Zambia. But as tight as it was Zambia who made use of the opportunities that were created. Well, this is the late match, the semi-final that kicks off at 3 p.m. It's South Africa up against Mozambique. So do come and join us. Let's go down to Miss Itumeleng Banda with the rest of the proceedings.
Well, a victory for Zambia as they finally get their revenge over Malawi. And now the player of the match, Ochumba Lubanji, getting her handover for player of the match is this going to be presented by Dr. Brenda Kunda, who is a COSAFA EXCO member and the chair for women's football. Well, Ochumba does choose to speak within her native language, which will be in Nyanja. There will be a translator with us. First of all, congratulations. How are you feeling about your victory?
Man of the match, though it wasn't easy, then first of all I just want to say thank you to the God Almighty for this wonderful man of the match.
So she said at the beginning that she's very happy to be the man of the match for this game.
Ochumba, there's a quote on your Instagram page, and it says that playing at Arrows taught you mental toughness, being a team leader, and being a winner. How has that carried you within this competition?
Akambati unalemba pa Facebook page yakho athi uthe ku Arrows elok Arrows ndiwe team leader and then playing kono ku national team takutandiza bwanje
tantanza maningi more especially ku magozi chakutati each game nilikuwa nisakolonga because bakochi wako Arrows wanapoa kambapo maningi pali performance yanga yajapenze down zakambati ko uyenda okwendo ikile konzeru. So ndivenze mind mwanga pali ponso titrena nizokumbuka chewa coach.
So she said that being at Red Arrows has helped her a lot. Just before we came here, she said her performance was bad, and our coach was insisting that where you're going for the COSAFA tournament, you should do very well. You should make great efforts to score. So as she's been here, that is what she's been remembering, what her coach told her, that she should do better and score as her coach encouraged her to do.
Ochumba, how sweet is being player of the match against Malawi, considering what happened last year?
And very because tenze sina wachitanda rate wa Malawi, so testangena moche na full force na team spirit. Ndia menalengesa kuti qualify kuma final.
So she said she's feeling very happy about it. And then as a team, they came in as a team. They did not underrate Malawi, and they really had a team spirit and worked together.
Well, congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
That is Ochumba Lubanji, who is the player of the match. She plays for Zambia as they finally get their revenge over Malawi. Coach Lovemore on the losing end of things. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Just where did we lose this game?
Anyway, we have to accept the defeat. This is about football, so that's my first point. And the second point, we played much better in the first half. We would have scored more goals in the first half, but this is all about football. And the other thing is wishing them good luck as they go into finals and let the best win, the best team win against South Africa and Zambia.
Coach, just going back to this encounter though, I just want to know what the mood was like going into halftime, because it looked like you had a completely different team when you came out for the second half.
I think in the second half, the problem was our defense and goalkeeper. I think there was poor communication. Otherwise, you look at the goals itself. It wasn't the goals that people can imagine that the team can score. It was giveaway goals. So I cannot blame my goalkeeper. I cannot blame the defense itself, because these are the same players who won other games. So there's always next time. I've already said that good luck for Zambia when they're meeting South Africa.
Coach, just the success of planning when it comes to Malawian football, let me know, because some of these players we know have been within the side for approximately 6 years plus, even others. The next generation though, do you believe that they had a good account of themselves within this competition?
Yeah, there's that issue that the FA is doing, we're trying to bring youngsters from, I think, under 14, under 15 and under 17, so that at least they should take over in a few years to come. So we are doing that, and definitely maybe a year or 2 years we'll bring in new faces who are very young to continue the places which other old players will be getting tired or they're getting retirement any time.
Well, Coach, hard luck.
Thank you.
Safe travels back home.
Thank you very much.
That is Coach Lovemore of Malawi, as unfortunately they crash out of the competition. Their journey ends here, but he does send all his well wishes and say, may the best team win. Talking about the best team winning, Coach Florence said I must wait. She's got something up her sleeve. And Nkara, it came out in the second half. Coach, your assessment of this encounter?
Well, tough match, very tough. But obviously we saw the loopholes that we could use, and yeah, hence getting the goals.